Welcome, everyone, to the Special Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really special. It's a super heartwarming, simple story about a little boy and, well, his pet goat. But as we're going to see, this is so much more than just a pet story. It's actually packed with deep cultural meaning, a ton of emotional growth, and some truly profound lessons on compassion and community. So, let's unpack this beautiful tradition together.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the big question. What actually is the true message of Eid al-Adha? Now, it's a festival celebrated by literally millions of people all over the globe. But what's really at the heart of the whole shebang? As we walk through our story today, keep that question right in the back of your mind. I promise you, the journey we're about to take has a beautifully layered answer that goes way, way deeper than just the surface-level festivities.
To really get to the bottom of this message, we're starting with Section 1, the eager wait for Eid. Well, that eager wait eventually comes to an end, which brings us to Section 2, the market and sweet Modi. So, our story kicks off with a young boy named Ali. Now, Ali is a massive animal lover, and he has just been vibrating with excitement for the upcoming festival. Out of nowhere, on a totally normal day, his dad drops the big news. Today is the day. They're heading to the animal market, the Mandi, to get their animal for Eid. As you can imagine, Ali is absolutely thrilled and practically runs out the door. When they get there, the Mandi is just, wow, it is so vibrant. The air is thick with this bustling, joyous energy. Everywhere you look, there are these gorgeous cows, sheep, and goats. It's a massive community event. On one side, you've got kids giggling and feeding fresh grass to the animals, and on the other, folks are deep in these lively negotiations over prices. The whole place is just buzzing. In the middle of all this beautiful chaos, Ali's eyes lock on to this one specific animal. And guys, it's instant love. This particular goat has a striking white and brown coat and these massive, expressive eyes that just reel you right in. Plus, it's got these colorful little bells tied around its neck that ring when it moves. But the best part? It's so mischievous. Just jumping all over the place, completely full of energy. Honestly, it is so easy to see why Ali falls head over heels for this little guy right on the spot. Completely bubbling over with excitement, Ali looks up at his dad and says, "Father, this goat is so lovely. This is the one I want." His enthusiasm is just totally contagious. Seeing how incredibly happy his son is, the dad immediately goes over, talks to the seller, and buys the energetic little goat. In this pure moment of triumph, Ali decides to name his new best buddy Modi.
Let's see how this relationship blossoms in Section 3, a special bond with Moti.
Bringing the goat home totally shifts the vibe. We move from the loud excitement of the marketplace to this really quiet, beautiful demonstration of empathy. This is where the real bond happens. It wasn't just about having a cool pet, It was about the daily grind of actually caring for it. Ali builds this super dedicated routine. First up, giving him fresh water to drink. Next, hand-feeding him fresh grass. And of course, playing together every single day. Through these small, simple actions, this incredibly strong, loving bond forms between Ali and Modi. But here's the thing. Ali's love for Modi was way too big to just stay inside their house. His joy was infectious. Pretty soon, literally all the kids from the neighborhood are coming over just to hang out with Modi. Because he was so playful and clearly so loved, Modi didn't just stay Ali's pet. He became the beloved friend of the entire neighborhood, a real local celebrity bringing everyone together. All this joyful caretaking leads us right up to the climax of our story in Section 4, the true meaning of Qurbani. So, the big day finally arrives. Eid is here. The morning kicks off with these beautiful traditions. Ali puts on his crisp new clothes and stands shoulder to shoulder with his dad for the Eid namaz, the special holiday prayer. After that, it's time to perform the Qurbani. Now, the dad knows this is a heavy, really significant moment. So he stops and he takes the time to explain the profound why behind what they're doing. He looks at Ali and says, "Son, Qurbani teaches us the sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim and to help others." This is such a crucial conversation because it bridges that gap between a fun family tradition and a much deeper duty of care. Let's break down exactly what the dad is getting at here. Qurbani is not just some ritual, it's a massive act of devotion and charity, and it actually serves a dual purpose. First off, it honors a deeply held religious tradition, the path, or sunnah, of the Prophet Ibrahim. But second, and honestly just as importantly, it's a built-in mechanism to provide real, tangible help to those who are struggling. It completely shifts our story from this lighthearted tale about a boy and his pet into a super rich cultural lesson all about social responsibility. And the immediate aftermath is where we actually see the father's lessons spring to life. After the Qurbani is performed, they don't just hoard the meat for themselves. No way. It gets systematically distributed among poor families and relatives in the community. And the result of that? The children in those families receiving this much-needed support happily give their heartfelt prayers and blessings right back. We get to see the direct, immediate, and just wonderfully positive impact this tradition has on the broader community. It brings so much joy to people who really need it. Which naturally brings us to our final act, Section 5, the Festival of Sharing Joy. Seeing the massive smiles on the faces of those kids, hearing their blessings, man, something just clicks inside Ali. It's like a light bulb goes on. Think about the crazy contrast between his mindset at the start of the story versus right now. Initially, it was all about the new clothes, the hype of the market, his own personal happiness. That was it. But then, through his empathetic connection with Modi and his dad's wise words, Ali learns the real truth. Eid is ultimately about sharing your joy with the community around you. His own personal happiness wasn't lost. It was actually multiplied, simply because he learned how to give it away. So, boiling down the core morals of this amazing narrative, we're left with two big, interconnected takeaways. Number one, we've got to love and actively care for animals. We need to show them the kind of daily empathy and respect that Ali showed Modi. And number two, we absolutely must remember and look out for the poor and vulnerable in our society. These twin lessons, compassion for all living creatures and charity for those in need, they really are the absolute bedrock of the Eid ul-Adha message. And that leaves us with a pretty powerful thought to wrap up on today. You see, the story of Ali and Modi isn't just some old tale, and it's definitely not just another explainer. It's really a mirror held up to our own lives. If the true message of the festival is community, charity, and shared happiness, then I want to leave you with this one question to chew on. This Eid, who are you sharing your joy with? Take a second to think about how you can take Ali's lesson and actually apply it to your own life in your own neighborhood. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope this story sticks with you long after we sign off.